Now, the United States of America and the United Kingdom is urging or are urging Ghana to protect the rights of minority groups, including the LGBTQ plus community. The two superpowers expressed concerns regarding the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values bill currently being considered by Parliament. The concerns were raised when the Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah-Dame briefed the United Nations Human Rights Council on Ghana's effort towards protecting human rights. Listen to representatives of the two countries raising various issues regarding human rights abuses, including attacks on press freedom.
To free family planning and mental health support and progress in tackling child, early and forced marriage. However, we are concerned by the continued existence of alleged witch camps which run counter to Ghana's social protections. We're encouraged by discussions in Ghana's parliament on abolishing the death penalty, and we also note Ghana's commitment to free speech and urge them to uphold this, including by addressing threats to journalists. We are also concerned by reported violence towards and criminalisation of LGBT plus individuals. We recommend Ghana, 1, further expands the provision of basic health services and social protections, 2, holds those who harm, intimidate or harass journalists to account, and 3, upholds its international human rights obligations, including protecting rights for LGBT plus people. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will hear the intervention of the United States of America.
Thank you, Mr. President. The United States welcomes the distinguished delegation of Ghana. We commend Ghana for its leadership role on security and democracy in the region. We remain concerned about the pace of anti-corruption and justice reform efforts. In the spirit of constructive engagement, we recommend that Ghana, 1, promote human rights of all persons in Ghana, including LGBTQI+ persons, by opposing all discriminatory legislation, prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, or sex characteristics, and effectively implementing existing laws and policies that are consistent with the fundamental freedoms expressed in the Ghanaian Constitution. 2, significantly strengthen anti-corruption efforts by enforcing existing laws and enacting and enforcing robust ethics and disclosure regulations to improve accountable governance and address pervasive public corruption. And 3, implement justice sector reforms to ensure fairer and more efficient case resolutions, including for indigent defendants, and in interlocutory appeals and trial management processes. I thank you.
Let's now listen to Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah-Dame address these concerns.
Ghana is generally committed to respecting the human rights and freedoms of all persons. The national report highlights the measures Ghana is undertaking and has undertaken to safeguard these rights and freedoms, some of which have been mentioned earlier this afternoon. Indeed, Ghana aims to continue to develop new initiatives in this regard. Protection of LGBT plus persons. In response to the questions raised by the United States of America and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland regarding the protection of the human rights of LGBT plus persons and the measures Ghana is using to address discrimination against such persons, as mentioned earlier, Ghana is committed to ensuring the protection of all persons from violence. As indicated, the state prohibits all forms of violence and brutality targeted at any group of persons in Ghana, including all minority groups. All crimes of violence, when reported, are effectively investigated by the necessary authorities and the perpetrators brought to justice. Freedom of expression and protection of journalists. Germany and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland seek to know the measures Ghana is taking to protect the freedom of press and journalists. Ghana firmly opposes the values of free, independent and pluralistic media. A conspicuous symbol of Ghana's freedom as a nation is the presence of a free, dynamic and never highly critical press.